I never went to college, so I can't really make a college guy. You're gonna want to make sure you dress like a king on your first day of school. Dressing well is the most important part of being accepted and popular. You won't be liked at all if you don't follow the basic trends of your fellow youth. I don't know, guys. Just talk like a Twitch streamer or something.
Whatever, bro. Comes in here and says Charizard he's like unique or special.
Huh?
You're not unique or special, man. Charizard.
So once your mom finally drops you off at your new kingdom, you're gonna want to scout and survey the area in front of you. School may be a place meant for you to have fun and enjoy yourself at your fullest. School can have enemies as well. You're gonna want to beat up the biggest kid you see in that parking lot. Establishing dominance is important in making sure you absolutely don't get fucked with. Anyways, an important part of high school, no doubt about it, is making friends. By the time you've walked through those doors, you should have already ditched the losers that brought you there to that point. Now this step is important, and pay close attention. You'd think the best way to make friends is in class, but it's not. You're actually going to want to skip it entirely on the first day. Make sure to go outside to where all the sketchy looking guys would go. Trust me, the best friends you can make are going to be around piles of paint cans and whippet containers. Alternatively, you could hang out with those kids that hang out underneath the stairs, or whoever that equivalent spaces at your school. You know the type of kids I'm talking about, the overly touchy ones that are really weird and loud for no reason. Pro tip, if you see a bunch of distinguished looking gentlemen, there's an easy way to talk to them. You're gonna want to say the following: "So what that red be like, B? What's good, blood?" Now these gentlemen are definitely going to approach you and ask you, what the fuck is your problem? Tell them you're just repping your set and that this is your block now too. The next thing you're gonna want to say is, "What's good, my negus?" Especially if you're white. This will prove to them that you're extremely comfortable with black culture and have no problem participating in their vernacular.
19th was the day I found out I was black. My mom kept telling me, "You're white, you're white." I never believed her because I knew I was black, but
Negus comes from the Ethiopian word for king. So when you call a black man a negus, you're actually calling him your black king.
Keep driving, you black spear chucking piece of shit!
Now when they approach you, you're gonna make sure to want to close your eyes. They really want to make sure to give you a big surprise. You don't want to come off as racist, do you? Speaking of racism, the moment you turn 14, you have two options. You can either A, be a communist, or B, be a racist. Now, there really isn't a third option. No matter what you pick, you're always going to be either one of these. You could try being yourself, but nobody wants or would like that. Now, the great thing about being pressured into political views of any kind is that as a young person, you don't even need to actually understand them. Just follow whatever is popular and whatever the crowd tells you to do. At the end of the day, popular thing is right. It doesn't even have to be a political thing. Just find a large figure to attach your self-worth and image to. Follow everything they tell you. Kill for them, and you will be happier. You think a single dedicated Swiftie has a happy and stable home life? No, she's just the only mother figure in their lives so far that hasn't tried to put them down for their weight. You think Andrew Tate fans have actually ever talked to a woman? No, he's just the only man that's actually, made them feel decent about themselves. Yeah, but then they go around and act kind of retarded, so I don't really know how bad I feel about you guys, sorry. Make sure to revolve your entire personality around one or two different interests or topics as well. The only things you should be able to talk about are Marvel movies, TikTok, and the latest season of Love Island Romania. Yes! But you're still going to want to look better than everyone else, aren't you? And listen, man, working out and eating well as a teenager is overrated as fuck. There's only 24 hours in a day, and if 8 of them are already dedicated to huffing paint behind the school, how are you going to have any time to get jacked? The dark web is a wonderful marketplace for all sorts of goods.
Oh.
Yeah. No, Matthias, can you just shut it off?
Just download a Tor browser and avoid the or else the feds might get a little upset as well. Anabolic steroids sell pretty easy according to my friend, and it's an easy way to hack yourself into a good position. Now high school's famous for being the time in your life where you can experiment and find yourself. It's where young women blossom into annoying hot Cheeto bitches, and the quiet kids turn into potential news stories. Now speaking of the quiet kid, you're gonna have two options when it comes to dealing with him. The first one's gonna be a little difficult, and it's actually speaking to him and treating him like a human being. And because you're a better person than him by default of being more attractive, having more money, having more confidence in them. But the second option is investing in a Kevlar vest. And if I'm being honest, that ended up a different kind of survival guide.